So without any hesitation, I want to jump right in to a recap of this last weekend series. If you paid attention at all, you know that the Tigers took 2 of 3 from the Cleveland Guardians. They actually hit the ball. They pushed some runs across the board. Not too many in the series finale on Sunday, as we'll get to. But this series victory could have come at a little bit of a cost, as we know that whatever voodoo is going on with this team reared its ugly head again this weekend. Miguel Cabrera goes out of the game on Saturday with back soreness. Robbie Grossman takes one at bat and then leaves with neck spasms, according to A.J. Hinch. Elvin Rodriguez, cruising through 4 innings, 4 Ks, has held the Cleveland Guardians batting order down. And during warm-ups in the 5th inning, he gets pulled because of cramps in his leg and was unable to finish the game. And it just seems like one after another, Tigers continue to fall, and it's just next man up that's got to come in and step up, and they did in a big way on Sunday. But let's go back. Let's look at game number 1, the walk-off winner, 5-4 Thursday. They got things kicked off right in the Motor City against the Guardians. You had Tarek Skubal on the bump dealing. He had a long inning scoreless streak going. I think it reached 25 innings, if I'm not mistaken. Don't have the number off the top of my head, but he did give up 3 runs. The early stages of that game, the 3rd, 4th inning, I believe it was, and actually tied the game. The Tigers had multiple opportunities to score a ton of runs, left the bases loaded a couple of times, and ultimately went into the bottom of the 9th, tied 4-4, where Miguel Cabrera won it with a walk-off single, as Miggy so often does. He is the one that we can rely on, and that kept the winning going from the win that they had previously in Minnesota. They turn around on Thursday, get another win against an AL Central opponent, and it was fantastic. Friday, the rains came, washed the game out, which will be made up July 4th as part of a day-night doubleheader with the Cleveland Guardians. And then Saturday came, and Saturday was, I guess you could just call it a rough day. It did not go well. Alex Faedo dealt, and he pitched pretty well up until, that 5th, 6th inning started to tire. They started to push some runs across the board, and Shane Bieber was just cruising. First time through the Tigers lineup against Shane Bieber, 2 players saw 5 pitches. That's it. 2 players saw 5 pitches, and it was the last 2 hitters. Daz Cameron and Tucker Barnhart were the first 2 players to see 5 pitches from Shane Bieber. Everybody else had been trying to jump on him early, and it was not working out, and all that did was lengthen Bieber and allow him to get farther and deeper into the game. And being the ace of their staff, that did not bode well for the worst offense in baseball. And ultimately, the Tigers faltered. They lost 8-1 Saturday evening. It was not pretty. They finally pushed across a run, I think, in the bottom of the 8th inning on a sacrifice fly by Willie Castro, but it just did not go well on Saturday. And then that brought us to Sunday, which was an interesting game. You had Elvin Rodriguez and you had Tristan McKenzie on the bump. Both of them pitched extremely well. McKenzie went into the 8th inning. He pitched 7 2/3 innings. Did a fantastic job as a young pitcher for the Cleveland Guardians. Only gave up 3 hits, but 2 of them were massive. A home run to Jeimer Candelario and another home run to Harold Castro, who is just swinging an absurd bat right now. The way that guy is getting out on pitches and he's forcing A.J. Hinch's hand when he makes that lineup card is just incredible. And he's doing exactly what we need him to do. Somebody's got to hit home runs, right? Why not Harold Castro? It's not going to sustain itself. Enjoy it while it lasts. We're thankful that he's hitting those home runs because it did ultimately end up winning us the game today. being able to produce that offense. But, hitting Harold, he's been putting the bat to ball in multiple hit games. And he had that last game in Minnesota. He was 3 for 4 before he got pinch hit for Miguel Cabrera. Earlier in this series, he also had a multi-hit game, and he's hitting the ball well. And for an offense that's struggling, we will take offense wherever we can get it. The one thing that I did know that was encouraging on Sunday was two things. One, our defense was pretty doggone good, especially that 8th inning. Michael Fulmer's in the game. Michael Fulmer is pitching well, and Javi Baez makes a heck of a play in the hole. Short hops Torkelson, who makes an even better play at first base. And I had highlighted that in my scorecard, and I said this is going to be a play that kind of saves this game. And then on the very next pitch, or one pitch after that, dude hits a rocket to Triple's alley, and Daz Cameron flags it down, makes a diving catch towards the warning track. 2 plays right in a row that just got Michael Fulmer on that roll. He ended up walking Jose Ramirez, but then struck out Josh Naylor, looking on a beautiful backdoor slider that just had him frozen. Took him into the 9th, where they're up 2-1. Gregory Soto with his pink socks, honoring his mother in the Dominican Republic, where it's Mother's Day on Sunday. His blue dreads hanging out the back of his hat, and he was dealing. He got Oscar Gonzalez on a 101-mile-per-hour fastball to start the 9th inning, and then kept it going from there, and ultimately ending the game with a fly out to center field, sealing the series and sealing the victory for the Detroit Tigers.
Man on a mission, I'ma get it. You know I be on a what?